There we are. So there was a possible eye here, 1 to 4. And this is a hyperbole 1 to 4, just because the inducement and the higher time frame liquidity inside for this. So if you look at this would be your last sell to buy. Your imbalance on higher time frame would be this guy, right? Yeah. And imbalance is like a magnet, and yeah. So out of price came here to this lit point, swept this lit point, and also gave us a first inducement. I don't know what it was anymore, but yeah, you can say even that it's this guy, and it will give you the idea. So let's just say this inducement again. This was one. This was inducement type 2. You know, a fake lower time frame continuation. And yeah, but it's really hard to see, so we'll just use this one. And the only reason it came this high was because of the imbalance, which is this 50%. But let's just say that this is your inducement. We had FEOS right here. Oh, okay. And you are looking for an OB near this, and there's only one. And if this guy fails, then let's see what happens. And how price reaches this guy. If there's another one, let's say slowly buy, that wants to reach 50% of this guy and just starts acting weirdly, like, you know, doing this, for example, FBOS, then sweeps, you can enter right away on the second one. But this guy played it out perfectly. So this would be our OB, above lit, everything lines up, daily cycle, you know, we are super bearish. We just tap into higher time frame, reversal points as well. This can be a full reversal, or it can just be a pullback, but I think it is more than probable for price to go down here. It really depends on the fundamentals at this point, whether the Fed is gonna increase the... Oh, no worries, man. Wait, who are you again? Brian? Okay, I don't know who you are, but whatever. Oh, it does. Okay. So, wait, are we recording? Yeah. So, the recording is the whole session is recorded, so you can watch it later on Zoom. Anyway, so this would be our second entry here. If you missed. Oh yeah, this is the one I hit stop loss on. Okay. I see you. Yeah, so I entered here basically, and I had my stop loss here on this guy because I didn't see his 50% running in. But it is what it is. That's why I encourage all the people to trade with bigger stop losses. With right risk management, because I don't do that. I do fixed lot size, so I don't mind if I hit stop loss, which is one pip big, but yeah, always put it above the protected high. So it'd be 3 pip right here, and your targets would be first this build up. There's no reason for price to reverse. Okay, there is actually. Let's see. Okay, so this is the build up. There's inefficient pricing inside of this. And then if you go to 15 minute or 1 hour, yeah, 15 minutes fine. We see there's still this inefficiency right below it, this huge one. So this could have given you a good reaction. Yeah, what was it? this. Well, yeah, but I won't take this. Honestly, this whole okay, and even this guy completely missed this. Yeah, I didn't check the today's London yet. I just took the sell and hit stop loss. Yeah, and you see, I acted perfectly off it. So, wait, what was it? 50% of the whole sell to buy, and you see it reacted perfectly to the imbalance. We'll check later if there's a buy. Well, let's see first. uh, yeah. Okay. So again, if you wanna trade in the extreme, then you just check what took this out. Okay. And there's gonna be this, which would be an S&T, and you can take trade from any OB higher that will give you an inducement. And you can see the momentum is super bearish. You know, I don't trade trend lines anymore, but it can be a good confluence for you. For example, like this. Okay, it doesn't sit through this. Okay, doesn't matter. Sits with this well though. So, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, so there was an S&T right here. What is 90-minute cycle used for? It's nothing important. It's just a time during which, yeah, we'll talk about it after this. So, you have an S&T here, and then looks what happens. Price again. Okay, this would be pretty hard to take without any further confirmation. So this sell is out of question. But then you see this sell liquidity, which is engineered, and also this guy, which would be a lit point for you, had imbalance side of it. So you want to take the 50% and break structure again, and even has our liquidity engineered during the way, even though without any inducement. Yeah, 90 minutes is the last confluence only, exactly. And there was no, yeah, there was no inducement here, even on seconds. So you would have gotten that out of question. But this was a super possible trade. But look at the pricing. Go to 15 minute. Let's say this is your range right now. You're trading in, and like you're even under 50%. So you don't really want to get involved in any trade in this pricing. You just want to target like a structural low or something here even. That's too risky for I think this would be 50%, which would be a place for a possible reversal in the future. Yeah, the worst pricing you are in, the closer your target should be. So you got an inducement here. Yeah, let's do this. You got an inducement here. Again, price break structure, FBOS. This tells you that there's an OB near you. And I believe this guy is already tapping into the whole block. You see 50% plays a big role here. So let's say this is a whole POI, this guy. And normal people would start buying here already, and they would get stopped out. So price then sweeps the low. So this would be IDM for this POI, and now you just start looking for buys. How could you have involved in this buys? So, okay, I'll answer all those technical questions later when we finish this. But for now, last buy to sell, you're gonna take this whole thingy, and okay, it wouldn't tap into 50%. So no confirmation entry on this one. You could have even bought here after this, but price is super bearish and you don't want to trade with super big stop loss on these guys. You can put stop loss on imbalance as well and on the protect low as well, but that's not the best decision you can make. So again, this is algo pattern. I didn't cover this as well. I'll get into that. Basically, you could have seen this on Instagram, right? Oh, fixed, let's say, yeah. So what is it? Yeah, so this is the algo pattern, and usually how I use it personally is there's some liquidity lying here, and you can even use the inducement for this. This normal template for liquidity inducement theorem of Ray, but yeah, this is how I use it. I don't know how they use it in detail, but this would just be liquidity. You would have an inducement right before it, or even sweeping after sweeping it, and price tapping into something. Even imbalance is fine. Imbalance slash OB. So what happened here? Yeah, there was nothing. Is that you're making higher high, then we swept the liquidity, the engineered liquidity, price fell to break below, and then price taps into this. Yeah, it was tapping the whole time. I'm not sure how you could ever find this without using seconds, but this is a general idea of what's happening right here. Just take a trade. Just take a sell like this, and then New York session. So generally, New York is either a distributional session, which means that it's from a AMD perspective, it's manipulation distribution, and this is New York, this is London. So New York is either reversing from London or continue London. And as any session, even New York has its kill zone. It's like 1 or 2 first hours that you can expect a manipulation within. So let's just put this, and okay, let's see what happens. So what caused this break structure? This supply and demand. Then you have lit in bad pricing, and you can take the whole zone and put discount and premium inside of this whole zone. It should be like this, yeah, and yeah, it should be this. And now you even have a complex pullback inside of this, which is a good POI or OB. Now POI in the super premium zone. So the New York starts and starts with a manipulation down, right? Okay, this first move is a manipulation up, by the way. Each session has up to 4 manipulations, so this is 1. Second manipulation is right here. It's manipulating people and sellers to get into trades early. Another manipulation was the move up right here. Could have gotten into these buys. You can just check what's happening. There's no inducement within it, so was my buy risky? I don't know where I bought today though. Yeah, let me check it. Sorry, I don't remember those things. Oh yeah, this was my buy. Okay. Yeah, this guy. So this buy was super hard to take, you know. I just know that we tap into the higher time frame imbalance and that this is liquidity. This last interaction with the imbalance. And then if you refine it even further, there's this hidden supply right here. Yeah, see it? And then if you refine it even more, then you take 50% of this. So this is how I took it. I didn't plan to cover this one because it's too difficult to take, obviously. But if you want it, then here's how I did it. 50% refinement. So before we tap into the 50%, you'll see. Yeah, all those things. Oh, wait, what? So yeah, before we tapped into the 50%, you see? No, yeah, it was this guy. You see, on fractals, this was the lower low, lower high, lower low. This wick is lower high, and this lower low. This was my FBOS. See that? And after seeing this, I knew there was a POI near this, so I looked into the back and saw that hidden demand. But let's just put an arrow here. This was IDM, and normally I just bought like below this, and so the SL was below that the demand as well. My target was right. Yeah, my target was higher than this, so I only partialed. Yeah, it was even higher than this. So I thought this could be a big retracement, but we are too bearish for that. So I think it was this one. No, it was this one. So I partial like 50% or 60% out here in this OB. But then this is the buy I took. So like 1 pip stop loss, or maybe even less. I don't know. Then we had news, which manipulated down. But we don't trade during news, so we'll just ignore this one. So, and then we had another news. It started with a manipulation again, and then pushing price higher. How could you have gotten involved in this? So I didn't take this. I didn't see this in lifetime, but my friend did, and I'll explain it. Wait, I can even get his chart for this. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just copy it. Yeah, so this was the trade, the same one that we are breaking down right now. So you see, there's engineered liquidity. This would be a lit point, right? And this would just be inducement type 2 right here. It's really hard, and even for me, it's really hard to see. It's just the it's just a high, and when you get near the OB, you just know, you're just aware that this is an inducement, might be an inducement, and there might be an OB above it for a continuation trade. So this is what happened and how they took it. And as well as this, there was imbalance inside of this. If you refine it, let me play that out. You don't really need to use seconds, but I need to explain everything to you. So, well, let me see. Salted by maybe 5 seconds. Yeah. Within, or let's go to 1 second. Yeah. Oh, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at right now, but yeah, this was the last sell to buy. 50% of this. And you know, if you see someone taking this trade, now you know why. If there's super tight stop losses. So this literally how they do it. Wait, what the, oh, this one minute, okay, sorry. So where was it? Oh yeah. 1 second. 50% right here. This would be the inducement for their PY, and some would just take a trade from this. But normal people, normal human beings, this, or yeah, this seems fine. Or any mitigation of this stop loss above this, then I 4 pip and target the lows again. This low was a good target. This build-up was a good target. Let me see. And then there was this 1 hour imbalance right here. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. Again, the same approach again and again. Now you know that New York is most probably continuing London, so your bullish is still bearish. But this time it was pretty untradeable. This was just a reaction of a higher time frame imbalance, wasn't it? No, of imbalance on 1 minute. We can find an entry, but I didn't trade at this time anymore. So yeah, let's look into this. Yeah, so let's check before this if there was any kind of inducement. Okay. And yeah, so let's go to 5 minutes first, or 3 minutes. Okay. So in 3 minutes, we have external sweep of liquidity. Oh, the external, this guy right here. This would be FBOS, and this would become your inducement. And now you will start looking for for places to take trades. It was just literally 50% of this, but I don't think it was like possible to take. You know, we can try to change time frames even. Yeah, like, oh, it was just a breaker. Wait, what? Yeah, it was impossible to take for me. Like maybe not the lowest move. Oh, okay. Fake inducement. It has to be in a reasonable pricing. It has to fit to your bias, or at least to your reversal area, which means that there is imbalance or liquidity near that, and it's just a fake break of structure. Every time price almost reaches this, it will give you a fake break of structure right here. So this is how you do it. You have it in source. I know you're new here. All of it is written down in source section on Discord. And yeah, so this trade was pretty impossible for me to take. Okay, now this one is pretty easy. This almost last buy of the day. So you see clearly. No, you don't. Okay. You see price left out this huge imbalance, and price already moved like 200 pips from the initial start, like 160, 170. So it's gonna be exhausted at this point. And it's late, New York. And also you have London close, which means that there is possible reversal during this point of time. Now, how do we take this trade? Simply by following IPA and EPA. Look, this is one independent price action. In future, price will come here and might reverse from this. But this is the most recent one. And I'm talking about us being right here. If we are trading this live, then what do you see? There was a last push up and then push down. So this would be your last sell to buy. Your external sell to buy before going up, all right? And then inside of it, you have another one, which would be this one. So again, time correlation with EPA, IPA. This is already efficient on a higher time frame, and the only thing that is inefficient would be this, would be the difference, the space between these two. You can go to 3 minutes for you to check it out yourself. Oh. Okay, yeah. See here, this would be your high time frame imbalance, and you see liquidity being built up right above it. So this would just be your trade, and stop loss below this is super fine. Huh, okay. And now what's the target? I targeted this as this was my clearest SMT. Yeah, it was this guy. Oh, wasn't it? Oh, we are on 3 minutes. Just one more thing. Yeah, here. Awesome. So buy to sell, yeah. So this is the last buy to sell before it broke. So this naturally is my SMT, my liquidity point I will not take trades from, and also my TP, or partials at least. And then after this, I had one more entry. You'll see again on higher time frame, the only imbalance would be here now, and last sold one, and here. This was filled pretty much to 50%, so I didn't think the price would care anymore. Make it this smaller. Here, no, this was the original imbalance and it was filled to 50%. So that for me is already safe. And now, yeah, so I just refined this. This was my liquidity. This wick was big. It was like 2 pip. Yeah, it was like 2 pips. So of course there's gonna be imbalance inside of it. You just take 50% of it and see. So again, right before price broke it, right before price broke this guy. And again, what's our confluence for this? We tap into higher time frame, I think. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, we tap into this higher time frame. Sell to buy. This would be the complex pullback as well, but I think it's just a pullback up here, you know, and then fly down. So that's, and also the London close is our confluence for time reversal, for price reversal. So 50% of this liquidity inducement. Again, you don't look for OBs before the inducement is made. So I saw this guy. I saw the price started breaking up. I looked at what was happening. This guy was as well, but there was nothing inside of this, okay? There was only this guy, but there was inefficient pricing below this, so I ignored this guy. But this would just be an inducement high. So, oh, we have 8 minutes left, so let's speed this up. 50% inducement, So your IDM, FBOS right here. And oh yeah. And then I just took a mitigation of this. I think this was 50% as well, but yeah, I just took this from naked eye. Right here, stop loss. No, it was not this, it was the low. And again, same target, targeting this. No, it was not this right. This broke the structure. Price went down, then bought up again. Yeah. So this little wick is the last buy to sell. And there was a scale in as well possible. Again, we are engineering liquidity right here. So of course, price has to suit some kind of sell to buy to sell. So it's gonna be this, or price might just continue higher and sweep something above here. So my second buy, what was it? Yeah, I missed all this. This is hard to take and almost impossible to take, I'd say. But yeah, right here. So you see, all of this is efficient now. On higher time frame, this will just be many candles with wicks. But then inside of this, there's a false break of structure down, which doesn't matter. It just swept liquidity, which is a good sign. It filled this imbalance almost as well. And now within this, you have another sell to buy. Or not within, it's right next to it. This just gives you the idea that there's imbalance right on this. So, and then price went down, mitigated it, and you could have just taken a mitigation of it. And you're good to go. Stop loss. Yeah, I want to say below the imbalance, but nah, just below this guy or this, and you would have either a break even or hold it with me. So this is the last trade I took, but I hit break even on this guy, and there's nothing here anymore. Yeah, those are all trades today. Okay, so what questions did we have? Okay, if you have any questions, just write them down and we'll go through them. So 90-minute cycle, it's in the source, but again, you know, price, there's a certain time price is engineering liquidity, and that liquidity is set during the 90-minute cycle. You have 12, 18, 12, 18 time zones. And price is set during this. If price is set during this, this would validate your trade, or for some people who trade time in price to this extent. But I don't use it actively. If you want, then just study it. So study every 18 minutes when it's used the liquidity, and then study when the liquidity was engineered, and you're gonna figure it out. So this was this time RR. I don't know how many RR I do because I trade fixed lot size, so I don't really care about that. But if you are trading a traditional way with risk management, then I'd suggest you to take partials either at the first TP, which would be any good place that you know price will take out. So it can be a structural point or any buildup, any liquidity buildup, or just you can just automatically take out that 1 to 4. So let's say our stop loss is this. You automatically take 25% of 1 to 4. So it covers your stop loss, or you can even take 50% of it and put your stop loss to break even. This fully depends on person's psychology and their way of trading, their state statistics, you know, their win ratio, their average stop loss size, their average RR. Sir indicator, yeah, I list them out. Fixed lot size. Yeah, it will it will like average itself, you know. If I'm taking a trade with a big stop loss, with a 6 pip stop loss, I don't want it to have I don't want it to have the same risk as the trade that have like 0.5 pip stop loss, because this guy is gonna be significantly riskier than this guy, right? So of course I'm not gonna risk 0.5% on this and 0.5% on this. But if I do take trades with the small stop loss, I'll just put double lot size. Yeah, so hope this is everything. And for new people, just DM me your opinion so far, and how are you feeling in our community so far. And yeah, we'll call it a day. Hopefully we'll have a call tomorrow as well. So yeah, good night. Bye bye.